Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on the Ghibli film Porco Rosso. Now Porco Rosso is meant to be a 1992 animated adventure comedy film that was written and directed by Miyazaki, which was also based on his other novel, which was Hikoti Gedi, also known as The Ace of the Flying Bolt, from a three-part 1989 watercolored manga, as well as there was also two other dubs, one by Japan Airlines and the Walt Disney one, which has Michael Keaton voicing the main character. Now, the premise of the film is meant to take place in 1929, where we're introduced to a famous Italian pilot known as Porco Rosso. And the point of his character is that he's meant to have the features of a pig after a curse that happened to him. And the point of his character is that he's meant to have more of a sort of moral compass to him, and basically is tasked with taking down air pirates, as well as kind of like earning his keep by going on dangerous missions. And of course, we are also introduced to his new rival, Donald Curtis. Now, Donald Curtis's character is that he's more of a womanizer. He's kind of self-aware in it, but kind of acts more like a friendly rival at times. So we kind of see how Porco Rosso's plane gets damaged, and we kind of see how after getting it repaired from his old friend Piccolo and his granddaughter, we kind of see how Porco Rosso is roped into wanting to kind of get back at Curtis, as well as going for another rematch. And this is where I think the film doesn't really have an over-the-top plot. It's just more of a simple slice of life kind of story about trying to go back onto something and do it again. And I think this really does work. And I think some of the characters really actually fit the sort of film quite well. Like, when you kind of got the owner of the bar, Madame Gina, you can tell she does care about Porco Rosso and does want to see the best for him. And I kind of feel when you've also got the sort of other pirates wanting to get back at Porco, you can tell they're more annoyed at him for ruining their plans, but I think later on we do kind of see them becoming more like friends and even helping him out in kind of setting up the contest. And I would say what's interesting is Michael Keaton really does play this smooth-talking kind of expert pilot, and I think his voice really does fit the character well. I would also say what I also do like about Theo and Porco's relationship. You can tell Porco acts more like a stern mentor and kind of expecting Theo not to get in the way too much, but does warm up to her. And I think the point of Theo is that she's meant to kind of be the expert mechanic. She basically has the ideas for his new plane, which really does fit well. I think my only real problems at the end is the ending. Like, it feels like they did cop out badly, and it feels like they just left it like that with Theo doing the narration. Personally, I feel at the end of the film, you could have had it that Theo is looking from the balcony from the hotel or bar, and her sort of mentioning, do you think we'll ever see Porco Rosso again? And you could have had Gina saying, maybe one day he might come back, to kind of give that notion that she's not sure herself. And I think, surprising enough, there is plans about doing a sequel known as Porco Rosso, The Last Sortie, which is planned to be set during the Spanish Civil War. And I know the team had plans to do it, but nothing really has come out of it. I think what I can say about Porco Rosso is it's a simple slice of life story that isn't going to go too over the top, but giving you something that's enjoyable. For me, I think I give this 2 thumbs ups. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Review here, signing out.